What's up, everybody? I thought today I just hit you with the topic that's something I know everybody's experienced. I thought I'd steer away from boxing for a second and talk about something that I see a lot of today, and I think it's because nowadays it's like the society that we're under here in America. We seem to be uh, building lots of cowardly behavior, and I see it on a daily basis, and it's starting to really just get on my nerves. I'm sick of seeing it. I see it. I've seen it. You know, with other people who had to deal with it. I'm sure you once I tell you what it is, I'm sure you'll be like, yeah, I see a lot of that, whether it's in the workplace or whatever. And that's passive aggressive people, and to me, it's just cowardly. A lot of people call them haters. I call it just being passive aggressive. I think that's better than haters. Haters is kind of overused. We've been using that since like the probably early to mid '90s, and I think passive aggressive fits it better because what it is someone is trying to take shots at you and be mean without actually being mean. It's like they're trying to camouflage it, not let you know, hey, I'm being a jerk right now. So if you call them on and say, hey, what are you talking about? I give you a compliment, but I see a lot of passive aggressive people, and I'm sure like I said, I'm sure you've worked with them or known them growing up. People that may call themselves your friends, but I just find that that's kind of a cowardly way to handle things. If you have a problem with somebody, you should just come out and say, "Hey, look, this is what it is." But don't try to mask it and smile in somebody's face, and then once they leave, you're talking about them badly, or you're doing it to their face in like a covert kind of way, because there still is a lot of thinkers out there, a lot of bright people, and we can see through that instantly. We just like a peephole, we look right through it and say, I know where that's coming from. This person's got, and it's usually a jealous or envious person. They're not doing anything with their lives, so they want to kind of take shots at you. And like I said, I don't like to use the word haters because a hater is not actually what they are. I think they're more like your fan. It's like they're a fan, they follow what you do, and they're kind of, they find themselves jealous because they can't do what you're doing, or there's something about you that they like and something about themselves that they dislike, and they want to be like you and they admire you, but they don't know how to do it they don't know how to be positive about it, is the best way I know how I can explain it. But it's just it's a sad situation. I mean, and how do you deal with somebody that's passive aggressive? It's tricky. I mean, you can either confront it right there on and let them know, call them on it, and that maybe that'll embarrass them out of it, and they'll stop and they'll realize, yeah, that does look pretty weak. You can call them on it, or because I don't recommend letting it build up to where they keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, because then you're gonna, when you let them have it, you're just gonna explode and you may hurt somebody, and we don't want that. But it's just it's a tricky situation to deal with because, like I said, I see it more and more. And it's just really sad. People are so cowardly nowadays. I mean, it's just the way American society is being shifted into this political correctness, where political correctness is really just, it's just censorship repackaged. So if you have a problem with somebody, just tell them what it is. If you admire somebody and you kind of want to be like them but don't know how to pull it off, ask them for advice. Let it motivate you. If you see them doing something that you wish you could do but aren't able to do, let it motivate you to do something. Even if it's in a different field, let it motivate you. Don't be envious or jealous, because that just looks bad and reflects on you, makes you look bad. Because 99.9% of the time, the person on the other end of the passive aggressiveness will know what you're trying to do, and they're gonna probably call you on it or just slap you silly or something. But it's just wise to, if you have a problem with somebody, like I said, say it, but be respectful. Don't sit there and try to take little hidden shots like, wow, if I sneak this in, I feel good about myself. Like, I can insult them and they won't even know it. No, they'll know it probably. And if they don't, I'm sure if somebody's standing around, they'll know it. So get your game up. Being passive aggressive is pretty weak in 2019. If you're a man, be a man. If you're a woman, be a woman. Be a stand-up person. Have character. Have honor. Don't let the negative things in society influence you to imitate what you see. Don't imitate anything negative. If it's negative, push it away. Nothing good comes from negative behavior. And if you were negative, you can change in any moment. All you have to do is make up your mind that that's played out and you're not having it. But I'm mopping passive aggressiveness in 2019, and I'm not standing for it. And if I find any passive aggressive behavior coming my way, I'm gonna deal with it appropriately and call the person out on it, because it's tired and weak, and it's time for people to just stop that behavior. And I'm sure, like I said, I hope you're not dealing with that now. But if you are dealing with it, just rewind. I say rewind like we're playing tapes. Just go back and listen to what I have to say, and maybe you have another way you have of dealing with this type of behavior that maybe other people can take your advice and how to deal with this behavior, because it gets old. But my next videos, I'll be back to talking about boxing and things like that. I just had to address that because, like I said, I see this behavior a lot, and it's old, it's tired, it's played out, and people like that just, man. Anyway, I want everybody to comment, subscribe, give me your opinion on what you think and how you feel that passive aggressive people should be dealt with in today's world, because it's just I don't know, I see more and more of it. And actually I see it more these days. I see it more from men. Women are usually more direct. If they don't like you, they'll let you know usually right up front. They're not gonna play games. And I mean, if you watch shows like Love and Hip Hop, that garbage. But I'm talking about real life. And by the way, there's no love on any of those shows. I don't care if it's in Miami, LA, wherever. They might as well throw love out of it, because it's just a bunch of fighting, backstabbing, and scripted nonsense. But anyway, comment, subscribe. It's me, Jay Roos. I'm back. 2019, I'll be bringing out more content, and if I'll be putting out more videos, hopefully, if things stay interesting in the boxing world. If it gets dull, I'll probably put out videos on other topics and stuff like that. But it's getting real interesting. But anyway, the topic right now is passive aggressive behavior and how to deal with it. And let me know what you guys think. And remember, as usual, be fearless.